Not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale, but you've already been memed to death on social media, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
You know what, Ash, the more and more I
soon.
think about Shep right now, the angrier I'm getting, so I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay, be that as it may, you will have to talk about it, and
Mila?
you
You
can't
spoke about Mila on
lose your
TV?
cool on national
I
television.
don't care about TV. That is not cool.
I'm sorry, do you think that this is a prestige TV show? They're gonna ask you about it, you're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna get your emotions in check. Do you understand?
That was not acceptable.
Sure. Tell that to him when you see him in person.
Oh, I will.
But when you talk about it on TV, because believe me, you will have to talk about it on TV, you need to keep an even keel. You can say that the comment was unacceptable. You can even call him trash if you want.
But
I
isn't
don't
that
care.
basically losing my cool again?
Not if it's true. Okay? The main thing is you need to keep your cool so that it doesn't look like you're about to attack Kendrick Perkins for bringing it up on television. That's going to make you look weak.
Okay. I can get with that.
You could play the disappointed parent card, right? Oh, I expected more from my fellow man. The NBA is a brotherhood. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
High road or low road, right?
No, they're both the high road. Both the high road, just different flavors. But the key is you got to be authentic, all right? You need to be you. You just need to be the calmest, most mature version of yourself possible.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I was in college. It kind of reminds me of that time when...
No, I don't have time to go on a trip down memory lane. Do you have anything else to say about Top Takes Daily?
No. I have no more questions.
Excellent. I'll see you at the studio. I'm going to meet you there. I need to lay some ground rules with the showrunner. And I also want to be there in case anything crops up last minute. Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Again, thank you for your advice. Thank you for... Get some chairs in here next time.
Engage your core. Sit on the yoga ball. Wouldn't hurt.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
And,
and here he is.
MP, my name is Jocelyn Davies, executive producer for Top Takes Daily. So nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
As I was telling Jocelyn earlier, we are open to any discussion involving one Shep Owens, but we do expect those questions to be respectful. And if you wish to move on quickly from any given question, we expect that desire to be honored.
And as I was just explaining to Ms. St. Germain, this is a reputable program on a billion-dollar network. We take procedures and standards very seriously and will, of course, treat MP
No
with
snacks in the dressing room.
Oh, my gosh. I will take care of it.
Second day this week.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Chips,
billion-dollar
cookies,
network.
crackers, popcorn.
Got
I'm
it.
not
Got
asking
it.
for
Thank
much.
you so much. 60 seconds.
Thank you.
Very reputable.
That's staying right there.
Will, of course, treat MP with the utmost respect and professionalism at all times.
Will you guys have snacks?
Oh, yeah, we got snacks.
Hey, and I'm good. Let's do it.
Jocelyn, I mean it. Okay? This is not the day for Kendrick to try to go viral over anything. Are we clear?
Ash, like, loosen up a little bit. I can handle Perkins. That's no problem.
See? MP's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh, of that I'm sure. But I can take care of myself. Okay, let's not forget that.
Okay. You ready to head a set now?
Yeah.
Let's head over. Everyone, I'd like to introduce MP.
Hey, how's it going? Sam Woods. Big fan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you know JJ
My guy. Good to see you.
and Kendrick.
Hey, what's going on, superstar?
Awkward. All right, you're going to sit right here adjacent to me. Thanks.
All right. Places, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're going live. Thanks for coming on the show. Here we go.
Anytime.
Just follow my radio. 4, 3. And welcome back to Top Takes Daily. And for our next segment, we are joined live in studio by the guy everybody is talking about, our very special guest, MP. Welcome to the program.
My man, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, I know this might be a sensitive subject, but I just want to get right into it. We all saw what happened on draft night.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard your side of the story. So I'm wondering, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a mixed reaction like that on what should be the most enjoyable night of your life?
that just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them, you know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want, but it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If I'm my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know, not only to the team, but to this city, man. You know, it's my job. Proving my worth to these fans is my job. You know, so I know right now they may be booing, but soon enough they're gonna be cheering for me.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I understand where that view comes from, but I don't share it.
And why is that?
It's because basketball is about a lot more than athletic ability. I mean, what it's all about, like, what is your opponent doing? How can you stop them? What are your teammates' strengths? How can you empower them to play the best basketball that they can play?
Almost like a chess match.
Absolutely. A complete chess match. Thank you. Athleticism is a tool, but that's all it is. It's a tool. It's like giving a power drill to a baby. But that doesn't mean that the baby can build you a house just because he has that power drill. You feel what I'm saying?
Time out.
Did I mess your head up with that one?
Are you calling Shep Owens a baby?
I think so.
No. Don't. What I'm saying is it's just a metaphor. So let's not read into that a little too much here.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
You know, I'm going to say this as calmly as possible. Because at the end of the day, it's disappointing to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, basketball is a place where you express joy. Yeah, I want to beat my opponent, don't get me wrong. So in the heat of the moment, words do get exchanged. But to talk about another man's family? Like, fam, I'm embarrassed for him. My man has a lot of growing up to do.
Well, what I want to know and we want to know, the next time you two meet, are you going to exchange words? Are y'all going to exchange words?
I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be a discussion, that I can promise you. You know, I'm not expecting him to change his stripes. You know, he is who he is. You know, so when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. That's it. You know, that's what my parents told me, and that's just how I live.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's it?
It's been a real pleasure. Yeah, and then we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season contenders and pretenders, but first, this commercial break.
Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one. Let's get this check in for Miami. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Siakam in at the center position.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Martin against Barnes. Clock at 4. The Heat need to get a shot off. And the 3 off target from the kid.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now the pass to Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebound by Butler. The Heat trail by 16. Pass to Martin. Over Barnes. Good on the 13-footer. Martin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. There's the pass to Van Vliet. From deep. Offensive rebound. Siakam. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Yurtseveni's checked in for Adebayo. Wayne Dedman comes in for Caleb Martin. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. Dedman passes to Oladipo. Yep, that one goes in there. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Porter inside. Guarded by Oladipo. Dedman with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Ken Birch is checked in for the Raptors.
Ken Birch.
Toronto with the ball. They lead by 14, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Here's Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
That free throw good from Oladipo. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Oladipo hits them both.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
Achua, the pass to Trent, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Birch, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So great profile for a modern NBA defense.
First free throw is good.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Both free throws good from Dedmon. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Down low, it's tipped. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Porter. From deep, Trent. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Raptors leading by 12. To the paint. The jump hook. The shot by Birch, no good. The Heat have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Dedmon kicks to Oladipo. Good ball movement here by Miami. 2 minutes. Here's Vincent, covered by Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Oladipo, good.
How about the concentration, guys, from the veteran guard, Oladipo, shooting under pressure. Nice.
Porter looking it over. And again, Toronto no up. The Heat trail by 10. Stiff the pass to Yurtsevin.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Van Vliet passes to Birch. Trent against Stiff. Back to Trent. From deep three-point range. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And, of course, one of the league's longest-tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And he's good on the second. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Van Vliet passes to Trent. Now, here's Achua. Dedmon defending. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Achua. And here's Trent outside. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dedman. And again, it's the Heat missing. Trent against Stiff. Van Vliet outside. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. It's Boucher out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Hero against Van Vliet. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Barnes is checked in for Trent.
Scotty Barnes.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat, trailing by 10. Here's Strus. Pass to Stiff. Hero on the wing. Shoots over Van Vliet. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 6.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Barnes looking around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Shoots. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jimmy Butler. The regular season just getting started. What's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
But let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down. And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Adebayo with the elbow. Over Siakam. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Adebayo. Toronto with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Yeah, Chris Boucher, the ability to score, even though there's bodies around him, that's an impressive finish.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Pass to Stiff. Now Strus. Clock at 6. Back to Hero. Boucher with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
Give credit to Chris Boucher for initiating that play. Good defensive instincts, creates a steal.
The Heat trail by 10. Hero passes to Stiff. To the left side wing. Now, here's Strus. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. with some arc. Shot's good by Hero.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Barnes against Stiff. Back to Anunoby. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Hero passes to Strus. Here is Stiff. Covered by Barnes. Butler with the ball. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And he makes that one. Barnes has got 6.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Adebayo down low. Siakam's there. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
It's deflected.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
And Boucher sends it back. And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Well, their pass it to Stiff. Now Strus. And the pass to Stiff. Outside Hero. Fires from deep. Here's Adebayo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you're not going to find a better two-way player than Adebayo. He does the little things at both ends that help you win.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Martin's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Hero. The Raptors also with a sub. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Strus. Here is Stiff. Adebayo with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Toronto leading by 11. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lowry. He'd have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And he lays in the alley-oop. Martin's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami.
Now, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
Outside Porter. Lowry against Van Vliet. Passes it to Siakam. It's stolen by Adebayo. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Porter passes to Van Vliet. And here is Anunoby. Covered by Martin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And in this era of positionless basketball, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Porter against Oladipo. Anunoby kicks to Porter. Four on the shot clock. Takes a three. A new 14 for the Raptors. It's blocked. Here's Oladipo. Makes it off the glass. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Stiff against Trent. Up top, Porter. To the inside. Trent against Stiff. And shot on the way. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here are the Heat. They're on a 16-6 run. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Trent finds Achua. Great D that time from Martin. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Poke loose. And there's the pass to Stiff. Outside Lowry. Pass to Yurtsevin. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Toronto. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Stiff, the pass to Yurtsevin. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Vincent's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Van Vliet. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Back to Van Vliet. They need this one. And the rebound goes to Martin.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
6 to shoot. Inside. And that one's good by Stiff.
Gabe Vincent.
Stiff's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And here is Achua. From deep, Trent. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Miami holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Heat leading by 11. The wing set for them, Hero and Butler. Yurtsevin out there with Stiff, and it's Lowry in at the 1. It's the group on the 4 for Miami.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Trent finds Van Vliet. Anunoby with it. Toronto working the ball around now. Trent. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Jr.
Trent's got 10.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft to that class, he'd be closer to the top. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Now at the line, Omer Yurtsevin. 2.
And he makes the first. The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
Substitution
in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Omer Yurtsevin. Oladipo comes in for Jimmy Butler. Max Strus is checked in for Tyler Hero. And Stith is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Raptors also changing it up. Ken Burch is checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Barnes. And Porter subbed in for OG Anunoby. Van Vliet against Stith. Oladipo outside. Now Strus. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Stith. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Porter. Back to Trent. They get it again. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Achua. Achua's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Passes it to Martin. Shoots over Achua. And it's Martin missing. Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. The pass to Birch. Tries again. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Oladipo. Here is Stiff. To the inside. Here's Martin. Pass to Stiff. Martin's in the post, covered by Achua. And it's Martin missing. Toronto's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Van Vliet outside. Passes to Achua. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oladipo, the pass to Stiff. And that one, good.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Trying to find Achua and gets it to him.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
The pass to Strus. And Oladipo kicks to Strus. No good on the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Got that one up quick. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
Pass to Stiff. And Martin now top of the key. Pass to Stiff. Now here's Adebayo. We're by Birch. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here are the Heat now. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
Siakam against Adebayo. A floater. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Achua. The shot will not fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Heat lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here at FTX Arena. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Once you get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
Well, Eric pleading with his guys. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.